Okay guys, so in this video I'm going to try to introduce you to what you're supposed to do in this task. First of all, the overall task is concerning maersk, and there is a lot of different things to look into, but as I promise, I'll explain it quite thoughtful at this, in this presentation. So what I'll do first is this task can be done in groups or it can be done individual. It's up to you. It's your own choice, but it's an assignment that I will have you hand in, but it's also an assignment that I want us to talk about in class. So it's something where you get some time to work on it in class, but I'll also give you some feedback on it when you hand it in. But more on that later. Product requirement, a report, 3 to 5 pages. It should be written as a text, but of course also including figures and percentage development and percentage points, etc. So you need to try to learn to write as much in the language of business economics as possible. But that's also an assignment we're gonna try focusing on now. First part of the assignment is on strategic analysis, where we'll use some of the models that we have used until now. We work with maersk, and there's an introduction film here I want you to watch, and then afterwards the main document that you need to work on in this assignment is the annual report, which was just published here in February of 2021, and that's the main focus. And for the first part of the assignment, you need to look at page 5 to 10, both pages included. It might also be an idea to go and read the following page all the way up to page 26 and then start. That might be an idea also, because from page 16 to page 26 it also explains quite a lot about the strategic measures that maersk has taken to actually contribute to the overall goal of the mission and the vision of the corporation of maersk. Anyway, I want you to give a summary of all, and here I mean from page 5 to 10. And if you apply NSF growth matrix, what growth strategy does maersk apply? This should be pretty obvious to you, but still, it's a model. It's a strategic model we're going to continue to come back to again and again and again and again. And actually, the film also would maybe explain some of it also, because there's also some new things about blockchain, etc. It might also be an interesting idea to look into Google if you find something relevant there. Anyway, the value chain, Michael Porter's value chain. Where do they create value for their customers? Pretty obvious question. And Porter's generic strategy, the competitive focus, are we talking about cost leadership, or are we talking about something else? You need to present the model, then argue why you believe it's the following. It's really important with the arguments. Next is the financial analysis. In the financial analysis, I want you to focus on the ratios I present here: return on investment, profit ratio, net profit ratio, and asset turnover. These 3 ratios are important, and it's important first percentage change, then percentage points. But remember, asset turnover is in times per year, so that's not something that you can calculate in percentage points, because percentage points only make sense if you're talking about a percentage figure. And return on investment, for example, you get 3%, 4%, 5%. That is a percentage figure you need to assist with. Anyway, that's the focus of these. And then there's also on page 14 and page 15 in the annual report, you find the financial figures, and these are your focus. But I also want you to look at EBITDA, and this I have explained in a short video here. but primarily also there's also some assistance here with notes if in terms of what is depreciation and amortization, just in case you don't remember exactly what it is. Afterwards, return to one of the ones we know, return on equity, which I also want you to explain. These also in percentage points. So overall, there's 5 ratios. And then afterwards, conclude on the financial situation. Remember, for example, return on investment is equal to profit ratio multiplied with asset turnover. That might actually give you an idea, an indication of, is the company performing well? And then is it above 5% or is it lower than 5%? 5% kind of the market interest. The market interest is very low at the moment, so it might be even smaller. But let's say, is it above 5%, and would you agree that it would be a good financial investment to invest in that? Now, the future strategy. Read page 16 to 27. Discuss the future of Maersk. Is it realistic? Is the financial situation realistic? Is it realistic what they suggest in the strategic overview on these pages? I expect 3 to 5 pages, and I explain it to be written in a language that uses financial terms. But of course, this is also an assignment in first year where you have to practice, of course, so there's also room for, of course, mistakes, etc. But try as good as possible, and just contact me if there's any questions, if you want to have some assistance on whether you want it done this way, that way, etc. Yes.